Hello, this is Mrs. Belcher, and this is the Phonics lesson for Monday, April 13th, 2020. We're going to go ahead and get started, kiddos. This is very similar to what you would see in the classroom. We're going to start with reading our sounds first. For this first time in this first lesson that I'm going to go over, I am going to do something a little bit different where I am going to say the letters that you see on the screen as well as saying the sounds, just because we haven't been in school for a few weeks. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. G says G. R says R. I says I. Remember, boys and girls, this is the letter Y, but we've talked about this, that this letter can make two sounds. It can make a consonant sound, y, like in yo-yo, or it can also make a vowel sound, like in I. But when it makes that I sound, it always will come when that letter Y is at the end of a short word, like buy and cry. Let's go on to the next letter. L says O. C says K. O also makes two sounds. The short sound says ah, and the long sound says O at the end of a short word. All right, boys and girls, these are four sounds that we have not talked about. We were supposed to do this lesson actually one of the weeks that we were out of school. So I'm going to kind of do a review with these sounds. I-N-K is very similar to I-N-G. And we know I-N-G says ing. So if I-N-G says ing, I-N-K says ink. A-N-K says ank. O-N-K says onk. And U-N-K says unk. So we've got ink, ank, onk, and unk. J says j. W says w. V says v. SH, remember this is our quiet sound. It says shh. EE comes in the middle of a word and it says E. AY comes at the end of a word and it says A. Remember that Y is silent in this. H says H. OY is the sound that we've talked about and it comes at the end of a word. OY says oi, oi, oi. CK comes at the end of a word. It comes at the end of a short vowel word and CK says k. U says Q and U, remember, boys and girls, they are married. So every time you see Q, you'll always see U. Q and U says qua. All right, boys and girls, these are those sounds that look kind of very similar to what we saw earlier. I-N-G says ing. A-N-G, you have to get a little country therefore and say ang. O-N-G says ong. And U-N-G says ung. T-H, remember, it can make a hard sound. That hard sound says th, th, th. And remember, that soft sound says, you have to get your tongue out for this one. V, v, v. X says x. K says k. F says f. T says t. P says p. M says mm. CH, remember, think about that train. Ch, ch, ch. OR comes in the middle of a word and it says or. N says AR says R. And that, remember that A is kind of silent there. The R is being a bossy to the A. It says R. A, remember, can say ah. S says S. O, this is a sound that we should have learned had we been in school. But O, it can make two sounds. It can say ooh. Like, think about sometimes whenever you guys want to tattle on each other, sometimes you might say ooh when someone does something that they're not supposed to. And then it can also say ooh. So O can say ooh and it can say ooh. B says B. Remember to make your bed on that one. ALL says all. Z says Z. D says D. Don't forget your bed. WH is a sound that we would have talked about in class had we been in school, but this is just like W, but it has an H with it. WH says woo. E can say eh, but then it can also say E. The only time it says E is when that E comes at the end of a short word. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and skip the spelling sounds part, and then we're going to go ahead and go on to some reading words. I'm not going to do all of the words. I'm going to do a few of the pages, and then we're going to go on to our new sound that we're going to learn. All right, some of these have some of our new sounds that you might have seen before, and some of these are some of the old sounds that we would have learned if we would have been in school. But oh well, we're going to continue to learn them anyways. Now, I'm going to go over a few of these. This first word here, S-I-N-K, when we say that, I don't want you to really touch spell. I want you to say the big sound and then say the whole word. So I-N-K says ink. This word is sink. The middle sound, O-O, says ooh. So this is soon. The two O says ooh. This is booth. Ink, wink, like you wink your eyes. R, sharp. All, stall. All right, we're going to do one more page of words. Ooh, food. R, start. Ink, think. Ooh, moon, like the beautiful moon that we see at night. Here's a new sound. It's very similar to ang, but it doesn't have a G at the end. It says ank. So ank, bank. Ooh, tooth, like I know some of you are losing some of your teeth. All right, we're going to go on to the next part, and we're going to do some sight words, okay? Remember, these are words that we've done before. Some of these words you might not have seen, so I'm going to say the word. I'm going to spell the word, and then I'm going to say the word. D-O-E-S, does. O-N-C-E, once. T-H-E, the. D-O, do. I. And remember, when I is by itself, it always stands up tall. So you'll always see I with a capital letter when it's by itself. Y-O-U, you. A. A-N-D, and. O-N-E, one. F-R-O-M, from. A-R-E, are. W-H-O, who. Y-O-U-R, your. W-H-A-T, what? O-F, of. S-A-I-D, said. T-O, to. I-S, is. W-E-R-E, were. W-A-S, was. O-N-L-Y, only. Okay, and that's it for our sight words. Remember, boys and girls, that when we're reading those sight words, we always want to spell them and we want to say them. Remember, those are tricky words, so we cannot sound those words out. All right, we're going to skip some of the sentences here, and we're going to go on to our new sound. All right, this is a new sound, boys and girls, and we have seen this sound, but we haven't seen it before because we haven't seen it with this E there. And I'm going to cover it up a little bit. We know that A says ah. And remember, we've always talked about when we say that ah sound, we open up our mouth really wide because we're going to pretend like we're eating a big, juicy hamburger. So our mouth has to be really open. But right now, I've covered up something up, and this A says ah. But now I see a letter that we've talked about before, but we're going to really get into it. And that is the letter E at the end. And sometimes we call this E bossy E. We can call it silent E. We can call it all different things because that E makes the other vowels say their name. Because the E loves to be a boss. So now this bossy E is saying, okay, A, you've said A long enough. Now I want you to say your name. So every time you see E at the end of a word with A is not going to say ah, but it's going to start saying its name. A. All right, let's look at a few words with this. I'm going to go through a few of these, and you're going to see some differences with these words. Look at this first word right here. Do you see bossy E at the end? Oh, I don't see it right here. But let's look at this. There's no bossy E right here, so I know that this A is not going to say its name. It's going to say ah. So this word is mat. This is like a word that we did when you first started first grade. But now look at this word right here. Do you spy bossy E? Do you see him? Oh, I see him right there. There's bossy E right there. So guess what, boys and girls? This bossy E is going to make this A not say ah. It's going to make it say A. So this word is mate. Mate. Let's go to the next one. Do you see bossy E, boys and girls? Nope. So A is not going to say A. It's going to say ah. This word is hat. Look at this word. Do you see bossy E, boys and girls? Yep. There it is right there. So bossy E is going to make this A say A. So this word is hate. Okay? Hate. Now, it's not okay to say you hate someone, but you might say, I hate broccoli, or I hate spinach. So it's okay to say you hate something that you don't like to eat, but we never say we hate others, okay? All right, look at this word right here. I'm looking and I don't see bossy E. So this A is going to make it short sound. Ah. This word is can. Now let's look at the one below it. I'm spying and I see bossy E right there. So this word is not going to say ah. It's going to say A. This word is cane. All right, I'm going to go through a few more sounds really quickly. A, van. A, vein. cape. A, mad, and A, made. All right, boys and girls. So today we have learned that our new sound is A, bossy E. And every time bossy E is around, that A is not going to say A, but it's going to say A. Okay, I'll see you next time.